right, thank you. Today we're going to talk about write a best-selling book. So welcome Toastmasters and any honored guests listening to this recording. There are a lot of key components to writing a book, but we're going to talk today about writing a bestseller. So the first slide is just about writing a book. So we all know, let's use fiction as an example. You need a story idea and you need a compelling theme. You're going to need character development and you're going to need plot development. So most people think to write a book, you need the ability to write. But even more important than that, you need the ability to start, you need the ability to continue, and you need the ability to finish. You also need the ability to have a willingness to work with editors, because professional editors can take even unpolished writing and turn them into a published book and even a bestseller. I'm going to invite you to be flexible and learn the how-tos from experts. Who are the experts? Well, book agents, publishers, editors, web developers, they can all be experts, but you are the expert. You are the one who needs to create your own style and create your own brand as an author. You'll need to understand your genre and where will your book fit on the shelves in a bookstore. Because once you understand your genre, you can really hone in on your target audience. Who is your ideal reader of your book? If it's moms, is it the moms of preschoolers or is it the moms of empty nesters? Your audience will want to get to know you through your work, but they will also want to get to know you through your social media presence. So I invite you to write with your ideal reader in mind. Sit that reader down right across from you when you write and write directly for your ideal reader. One way to ensure book sales is develop a public relations strategy. And a public relations strategy is about, the definition is about changing the perception of something that it already occurs or developing a perception about something that someone knows nothing about. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a social media strategy so you can develop your audience even before your book is published. And one way to do that is to offer sample chapters of your book. When you offer sample chapters, you're collecting email addresses and you can email your list and keep routine contact with them throughout the writing process so that they may learn a little bit more about your writing, your publishing, and your promoting, even more about your book, more about your characters, but more about you and your process. So when you have a social media campaign, you need to have planned engagement. Most people will understand it's good to be involved in Facebook, Instagram, and Goodreads, but there are many other social media platforms and ways to promote you and your book. My perception is one way to launch this public relations strategy is to become known on social media. Use your Facebook page, but combine the personal with also promoting your book. And you can do that through your personal page and engaging in groups. But remember, when you are joining groups, and you'll go out there and you'll join a lot of writers groups, join the groups where your target audience spends their time. Know your audience and join groups and engage with people in groups that are about your target audience. Another way to use Facebook is to develop a fan page. Right now you are an author. Right now you are a writer, and you will become a published author. So it is perfectly fine to start your own fan page. And I'm not an expert at this, but Facebook Live engagements really create a lot of followers. And you can start with it 3 to 5 minute Facebook Live engagements. I would also invite you to use Instagram, but use Instagram with strategy. The photo that I have been showing on every slide is a picture that I took in my hometown. So use hashtags on your pictures. This photo could have the hashtag of hometown or tree lovers, but know a little bit about hashtags by testing them. I did a test for this speech, and I found out that using the hashtag speaking engagements in a 7-day period, that post was shared 91,000 times. But if you use the hashtag public speaking in that same 7-day period, that was only shared 10,000 times. So when you know a little bit more about Instagram and strategy, you will understand tracking mentions and interactions and reach, and then my personal favorite, shares and likes. Your engagement in social media is to drive your audience to your website or your blog. And your website will have a link to your backstory and your style of writing, and that would be through your blog. It could also have a story and backstory about your characters in the book. And again, this is where you would offer to send sample chapters that could be emailed to your audience so you can collect email addresses and stay engaged with them. You would also have an opportunity for people to order your book and pre-order your book before it's even published and order your next book. So in summary, your public relations strategy includes getting to know you, getting to know your audience, and engaging with your audience even while you're writing, and creating a positive buzz for your book, and having a strategy for promoting your book and being consistent with your strategy. So good luck to all of you who are writing a book and writing a bestseller. And I will leave you with this. Coming soon is On the Wings of Angels, a collection of poems and photos by Joy Harris. Thank you for your time today.